Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to learn how to make whipped shea butter. What you're going to need is some shea butter, coconut oil, a wooden spoon or spatula, a hand mixer or stand mixer, a small jar, a bowl, and then probably a little pot for you to use to put some hot water in. So y'all, this is the shea butter that I had. I got it from my local beauty supply store. If you have a shea butter of your choice, you can use that, but I found this to be very useful for me. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna take however much you want. I do not use exact measurements at all. I would say I probably did about 2.5 to 3 scoops of the wooden spoon worth of shea butter in my bowl, and then just kind of mash it up a little bit so that it starts breaking the shea butter up into smaller pieces. After that, you're going to take your coconut oil. Now, this coconut oil came from Aldi. You know, some people like unrefined, cold pressed. I'm not that picky, but just take some coconut oil and scoop it out just like you did your shea butter. Now, for me, I like my mixture to be a little bit more on the like lotionier side. So I use about 2/3 shea butter and then about 1/3 coconut oil. If you want it to be a little bit thicker, you'd use more shea butter than coconut oil for your mixture. So really, y'all, there's no right or wrong way to do this. If you want your mixture to be a little bit thicker, use more shea butter. If you want it to be a little bit more runny or fluffier, then use more coconut oil. If you don't feel comfortable, then just do half and half and then kind of eyeball it from there. Now, other people sometimes add other oils in addition to the shea butter and the coconut oil. So if you're gonna use like jojoba oil, almond oil, castor oil, then you want to like scale back on the coconut oil because your mixture might be too oily. So just take it and leave it. You know, if you're gonna add additional oils, use less coconut oil or use more shea butter. That way your concoction or your mixture isn't too oily or too runny. So here what I did is I put some boiling hot water in a pot, and then I placed my bowl with the coconut oil and the shea butter on top so that the steam from the boiling hot water would then melt my shea butter and my coconut oil together. I did not put this on the stove because I didn't want my plastic bowl to melt, and I also didn't put this in a microwave because I didn't want the oils and the butters to lose their consistency. So now that they are liquid, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in the freezer for about 10 minutes so that they start to solidify a little bit. And then what I'm going to do after that is then add my hand mixer and start mixing or whipping my oils together so that they can become the consistency that I want them to. So after mixing everything together for about 5 consecutive minutes, this is what my mixture started to look like, and this is about the consistency that I wanted it to be. So I'm going to stop mixing here now, and then I'll show you what to do after you find the consistency that you like the most for your whipped shea butter. So guys, get the jar of your choice. My jar came from Hobby Lobby. It was like maybe $1.50, but any jar you have will work. And then you're just going to start scooping out your shea butter mix and putting it in your jar. Now, depending on your consistency, yours might be a little bit thicker or runnier than mine. And some people like to use an icing bag, like something that you use to ice a cake, those kind of bags to help kind of moosh their mixture into their jar. But I just used my wooden spoon and kind of just smushed mine down in there using the wooden spoon. So just get yours down in your jar. You might have to smack the bottom of it just to make room and get some of the air out. But if you want yours to be really pretty without having to get anything on the sides, then I would definitely use an icing bag to make it a little bit more pretty inside of the jar. And that's it, guys. You have now made your own DIY whipped shea butter. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.